So we've managed to make it this far without talking about what the phrase cascading style sheets actually means. But we're to the point in these videos where knowing what that means will come in handy. So first of all, we can remove the sheets part. So let's just talk about it as in cascading styles. And the only thing that cascading really means is hierarchical. So there's two ways that hierarchy is set. The first is by reverse order. So the styles at the very bottom of this style tag have precedence over the styles at the top. So far that hasn't mattered because of the other side of the hierarchy, which has to do with specificity. But let's look at an example of the ordering first. So here we have styles for our H2 tag. If we add a new style here for H2, and we add an obvious style, let's set the color to yellow, and we save this, what do you think is going to happen? Are we going to see a yellow color, or are we going to see this gray color? Well, let's check it out. I'm going to go back to the browser and refresh. Okay, so we're seeing the yellow. If we come back over here and we change the order to put this heading to Selector above the other one, and we save it, and then go back to the browser and refresh, then you see the other color taking precedence. So it's the bottommost style that's going to win out. The style that will take the greatest precedence, though, is in the style property of the element itself. So if we take this qualities heading, let's scroll down to where it is in our HTML, and we add a style equals color blue, and we save this, and we refresh this page, the blue is going to win out. So again, this is the first of two hierarchies, and this one can be succinctly described as reversed order. So first of all, the style property will win, then the bottommost properties, and it will go all the way up to the top. Now, if we have a property that's not being set anywhere else, then it will actually combine with the other properties. So for this H2, the yellow is being overridden by both this H2 and also the style property. But if we added a new property here for background color, and we set it to green, and we saved, and we went back to the browser and refreshed, you'd see that we'd get that background color even though there are other style declarations after that. It's just that none of these are defining this property, and so it gets passed all the way through. So what cascading really means in cascading style sheets is that uncontested properties, like this background color here, will cascade down all the way to the element. But as the styles get passed from one selector to another, they can be overridden by that next style, all the way down to the style attribute in the HTML tag. So that's one side of the hierarchy. The other side is specificity. So what I mean by that is that this H2 here is less specific than this H2 here. This one is saying H2 tags that are children of a section element that has the different class. That's far more specific than all H2 tags. So right now, this selector is winning out on the order hierarchy and also the specificity hierarchy. But if there's ever a contest between the order hierarchy and the specificity hierarchy, specificity will always win. So to confirm this, I'm going to undo all of the styles that we've just added. I'll save this and refresh the browser so we can see our white border down here. So if we take this style and we move it above this H2 selector, we've shifted the order. So now this H2 selector has preference in terms of order, but this one is still more specific. So when we go over to the browser and refresh, you'll still see the white border, even though the bottom border color is being specified here in this selector.